All right, all right, all right. Good afternoon, everybody. Woo! Tell you what, it is one of these days that is just crazy, crazy, crazy. And I want to apologize. I did say I was going to talk more about some stuff that I talked about yesterday. Um, Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. So I apologize for that. I'm actually going to do that tonight for sure. 100% talking to that about that tonight. So bear with me. Um, and tonight we can definitely get into that. So, yeah. Today, we're going to get into some shit. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, today, we're going to get on some subjects here. On whistleblowing. So, whistleblowers are starting to come forward with a lot, including myself. So, um, as of now, there's one person that no one knows who he is. Just went by Victor. He went by Victor. I know for a fact it's a military personnel guy that was inside of Area 51. And this is at the time where they called it an interview, but earlier, I don't see it as an interview. I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't an interview. It was more of an interrogation. So they had an extraterrestrial, and wasn't their first rodeo. Definitely wasn't their first rodeo. And I'm going to show you this video. Unfortunately, I'm still stuck showing you on my phone for now. And yeah, this is long ago that this came out. Hold
on. A small gray being said to be speaking. Okay. The footage you're about to see.
Bluetooth disconnected.
1997. It has divided skeptics and believers ever since. This is the alien interview. A small gray being said to be speaking telepathically. Rumors suggest the tape may have circulated in secret as early as 1990. But it wasn't until 1996 that a man calling himself Victor brought it forward. He claimed he smuggled it out of the S4 facility near Area 51. And by 1997, both the footage and Victor himself had stepped into the public eye.
All right, we're looking at the interview suite at S4. It's kept dark for the comfort of the aliens. The figure who is just barely visible in the left foreground is the telepath, and behind the camera is a ring seating area for observers. Although in this case, I believe the only other person present was a military aide. The alien is seated behind a glass partition in a biocontainment area, which is maintained at Biosafety Level 2, the lowest designation. That's primarily for the protection of the aliens, not us. The theory is that if they were going to infect us with an alien bug, it would have happened 50 years ago. In fact, all the indications are the aliens eliminated microbial and viral life from their own ecosystem long ago. They aren't susceptible to our diseases directly, but it has been shown that microbes can reproduce and form respiratory systems, which tends to exacerbate the debilities they seem to suffer anyway in our environment. In fact,
Nobody likes the
So this is what I'm talking about. This guy was very irritated. Now this video is 100% real. I'm gonna tell you that now. This is 100% real, and you could tell. You can really actually tell with this video. It's 100% authentic. That extra show is 100% authentic. Now, here's my thing. If you really pay attention to that video, now you can go to my Facebook and look at this up. The movements are so robotic, and this is the thing that I've learned since my time in there, that these are actual live AI machines. They're alive. That's what's crazy. That's how far their AI has come, that where it's official. But also their AI is where they can go into this suit. It's like an AI suit, artificial intelligence suit, and that sometimes can protect them. Still robotic in that, but they can breathe through it. They can whatever. This one here, though, from my understanding, was a AI one that was just, defaulting in that. Pretty much either from the crash and that, and also being they didn't know at the time back then of that, they had it in this containment that, probably it suffocated. But yeah, you can definitely tell that video is 100% real, not made up. It's old. You can obviously tell that. The interview, they really went all out. Now, Victor is used in military terms, the way it's spelled, used in military term. So I think that's where his name came from. He definitely acts, and just the way he even sits there, and then when he gets up, because he's getting agitated, and that, it's 100%, I would say he's military. And I do question if maybe even Men in Black. Very possibility. He is wearing a black suit with the tie that's matching in the white, So I definitely do that. And then if you watch him really close when his turn, he has them glasses on that, yeah. And he don't want to give any information about himself because they would know right away who he is. So obviously, I think he was a supervisor, probably one of the high ups that would put him out there to be able to figure out who he is easily, which I'm pretty sure already they could. I mean, the hairline, they really didn't hide that really well. Then again, I don't know. That could be like a wig. It could be something that they put on him to kind of help disguise him, maybe. I'm not sure. But 100% authentic. 100% real whistleblower right there. He did fear that he would probably get killed. So far as I know, this gentleman has not. But here's the thing. He says that when he dies, everybody would know who he is then. So what's strange is I haven't heard nothing. I've looked, and I'm going to keep looking. So I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, he never died, because I don't know that 100% sure. Maybe he had a natural death and, kept the hidden name that maybe, because even then they had hidden names if you didn't have a family, it's just how the government worked when, working with sensitive things, especially this. So, but this guy and that video 100% authentic. Now there's some on here that I've been watching. It's insane here. This is one that I found weird. That is it in Australia? Yeah. So the Australian Space Agency is advising Queen Island authorities and the National Emergency Management Agency following the discovery of several unidentified objects at Forest Beach. Right. But here's where it's get funny. They say it's unidentified objects, but yet the recovered objects appear to be pressure vessels from a space launch vehicle. The agency has identified the likely source. The object's location and characteristics are consistent with debris from a foreign rocket body that recently re-entered the atmosphere from orbit. The agency is continuing to engage with international authorities to formally confirm the launch vehicle and launching state. Queensland emergency responders have assessed and recovered the objects and determined them to be safe. Right there, they said they determined for them to be safe, but further debris may be found. Never touch, move, or recover suspected space debris and assume it to be hazardous until advised otherwise. Move away and contact emergency services. So if you're saying that you got people come out and determine it to be safe, then why wouldn't this other stuff, that if it's found, be safe? And at first you're saying about several unidentified objects, right? But then you're saying here, see how it's contradicting that it's basically a foreign spaceship. So it just don't add up. I just hate when they do that. They contradict even right there all on one page. It blows my mind. But if you look at this object, let me see if I can. Man, come on. Look at that. Look at that object. Does that look like something from us? Does that look like something from us? I don't know. I don't think we ever had something that's round. I mean, come on. Come on. That ain't from us. That ain't from us. I'm guaranteeing you it's not from us. I would say that's extraterrestrial, 100%. And like I said, there's so many on here. So, like I said, I'm eventually going to go in here and roast some of these freaking people that are just in here and just making false ones. So, but like I said, tonight we will continue about what I talked about tomorrow with mermaids and whistleblowing on that. So that is 100% I'm going to whistleblow on. I was going to do it this morning, but life happens, stuff happens. And I don't have really the time to do it now, really, truthfully, unfortunately. So tonight would be the best time. That's when I have plenty of time to talk about it and get in details about, the 6 of them. I already got in detail about the 1. So there's 5 others that I want to get in detail. So be prepared and be ready. And please come on between 6 and 7. So watch out, subscribe, or follow, whichever, so that way it pops up for you, and then you'll be able to be on here and ready to listen. All right. Have a great day. Love y'all. Be safe.